So
Go ahead.
you've all heard of the Flint water crisis that happened in 2014, which is 3 years ago.
Yes, so AJ stumbled on a little documentary about the Flint, Michigan water crisis, and he wanted to make a video because he was really upset and he felt very strong about it. And I told him, well, okay, no problem, I'll help you. So why did you want to make a video and talk about Flint, Michigan water crisis?
It's because all the activists that were saying, oh, you should switch back to the Detroit water system got put down and kept getting put down.
So what happened to the water system?
So they switched the waters to so they were going to build a water system to Lake Huron, but as a temporary fix, they were going to the Flint River, which is highly corrosive, and it corroded the lead pipes.
Okay.
Flint, Michigan, the home of General Motors. So General Motors used the water to wash their car parts, but they complained that it was rusting it. So they switched back to the Detroit water system with using their own money.
So you're saying that the car company said the water wasn't even good to wash parts, but people was drinking it.
And they kept insisting that it was good to drink. And the mayor of Flint...
You know his name?
No, I don't remember.
Okay.
Drank the water on TV. So eventually...
To convince people that it was safe. But if drinking it one time and drinking it every day, it's different, right? Because he's probably not drinking that when he goes home.
Plus, they bathe with it, wash their hair with it, cook with it, not just you drink it.
Right. And what happened? Why was the water a problem?
So the first problem was that it was highly corrosive, so it corroded the lead pipe. Second problem, they failed to add corrosion control, which is really serious because it corroded the lead pipes, made the scale fall off. They switched to the Flint River just to save money, but if they paid the $100 a day and added the orthophosphate.
What is the orthophosphate?
It's the corrosion control chemical.
Okay.
It doesn't prevent corrosion, it just slows it.
Oh, okay. So it slows it down.
But they didn't. They didn't
treat the water with that particular chemical. So the pipes now was allowed to corrode it at not a faster rate, but a normal rate. Because this thing will control it.
Well, it was faster because the Flint River was highly corrosive.
Oh, okay. So it was at a faster rate. What was the name of the thing?
Orthophosphate.
That would have slowed it down? By how much, you know?
No, but I don't know, but
it would have slowed the corrosive process down. Okay.
And it's visible to even the human eye, the naked eye.
So what got into the water?
So lead from the pipes, lead didn't occur naturally in the water.
Okay.
It actually came from the pipes. So there's this special thing called the scale of a pipe. It's like a barrier. Okay. So pretend this finger is a lead pipe. This is the scale.
Okay.
So the scale is on the lead pipe.
Right.
Protecting the water from lead leaching in it. The orthophosphate builds up the scale and makes it get bigger.
Oh. So what you're saying, so my hand is the pipe, the lead that has lead. The scale covers the pipe, right?
And it gets thicker if you.
And when you put that chemical, it gets thicker, so it's more coverage from the lead, so the water can pass through without getting contaminated.
Yep.
Cool. So because they didn't put this thing, the scale started to. What happened to the scale?
Flake.
They started to flake.
But the scale made the water look like this.
Whoa. And that's what people was drinking?
Wow,
I'm from South America, and anytime water look like this, we didn't drink it.
Yes.
We will go to the well, buy water, or catch rainwater, but we won't drink anything like this. This is crazy. And this is North America?
Yes, North America.
Wow, one of the richest country in the world. So what's some side effects of children drinking water contaminated with lead? What happens to them?
So you have neurons that get weaker. So you have the neuron receiver and the neuron sender.
Okay.
Calcium is in the gap, but lead tricks the body into thinking it's calcium. So the lead goes in the bones, but also lead goes into the middle of the synapses, and it weakens it.
So what kind of effects that? So when that process happens, what it does to the body?
Lower IQ. It lowers the IQ.
It lowers the IQ, so your learning ability.
It lowers it from 100 to 86.
So like 14 points on average.
Yes, 14 points on average. Some was even worse than others.
Wow. Why you say that?
Well, it's because like I saw in that documentary. It's called Poisoned Water on Nova.
On Nova. Nova is on PBS.
It's a really good documentary.
Okay.
I recommend you should watch it.
Okay. I'll try to find a link and put it at the bottom of your video.
So
What you was gonna say?
it's so in the Cincinnati.
Cincinnati's what? The Cincinnati, the state, the city, or the river?
The Cincinnati Children's Hospital
Okay.
did this study, and it showed that some was even lower than 86.
Wow. So what kind of effects it has on adults? Do it affect adults or no?
It affects on adults.
What happens?
It since it goes in the bones, it gives bone aches.
So your bone hurts?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. Wow. I didn't know that one. So your bone
And it
hurts.
can even be passed down to your children.
So if you drink this water with the lead, and let's say you become pregnant, you can pass it on to your baby?
And once this lady even got a miscarriage because of the leaded water.
Oh my goodness.
And the lead wasn't just found in the pipes, even solder, lead solder.
What is the lead solder?
So solder is it okay? Is it okay if I go get my dad's solder?
Oh, the solder thing? Oh, okay. I know what that is. It's that thing that you burned the wire.
It's a metal glue.
It's like a hot pipe. Okay, I know you talk about the solder machine. Okay, I know what it is. So it's that thing that you
solder itself.
Right. So the thing that it burns is the lead. Okay. So what are you saying about that?
I'm saying that when it's running through the pipe connectors that are like that. So they're connected by lead solder. So the water also leaches lead from the solder.
Oh, so what you're saying is when they join the pipes, they use lead solder, and even that gets into the pipes. I get it. Okay.
But that's not the only problem.
What else is there?
Legionella.
What is that?
It's a type of. Well, it's this lung infection.
That you get because you drink the water or being exposed to the water?
Yes. Well, you have to drink it or
inhale it?
Like the sour mist.
Oh, so when you shower, when you're exposed to it. Wow. This is so sad. So sad. So what do you think caused this?
I think it's failure to obey the law when they were supposed to add the corrosion control, but they just didn't want to suck it up and pay the $100 a day for the orthophosphate.
I know, because if you put it in perspective, $100 a day, how many people lives in Flint?
Like 9,000.
9,000? That sounds low. I don't know. But even if it's 9,000, it's like, pennies per person. And don't you think that is worth it for your citizens? And they're paying water bill,
Like a high water bill.
Right, so why?
For water that's making them sick.
And then I heard they were still disconnecting people water pipes if you didn't pay the bill. But this water is no good. Look at the water. I mean, this is not the actual water, but this is a representation of what the water looks like. Yeah, this is what the water. What we did was add coffee to a bottle with to get the color. But this is what it looks like. If you can Google it, you'll see. That's crazy. That is so sad. Heartbreaking.
Mm-hmm.
So is there anything else you want to say in your video? So do you think the people of Flint, Michigan life is worth more than $100 a day? And if you take 9,000 and you divide it by $100 a day, it's probably a couple of pennies. Don't you think their life was worth more than that? So I think the government didn't think that.
And it's not $100 per day per house. It's $100 for all the houses.
So so that if you was to keep what you said was 9,000 was the population divided by 100.
90.
So is it 90 cents? No, I think I did it the wrong way. It's 100 divided by 9,000. Yeah. So it's 0.011. So it's less than a penny.
Less than
per person, and they didn't. I mean, it's ridiculous. And now it's gonna cost them billions to remove all those pipes.
365 billion.
That's what it's gonna cost.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't think it was gonna be that. Jesus. That's where I'm from. There's a saying: penny wise and pound foolish. That's what that is, and that's not that. And also that is being inconsiderate of other people and their family and their children, because people have to giving their children this water, because you're saying it's safe to drink.
But it's really not.
It's not, and it wasn't. And you lie to people, and now we have no recourses because people have been damaged. So is it reversible?
No, there's no cure for lead poisoning. Well, there is a way you could treat it, but there's no cure that can remove all the lead.
Toxins. Man, that is so sad. I don't know what I would do if that had happened to me as a mom. That is crazy.
Also,
What?
it would want to know when the water pipes would every single one would be replaced?
When? Next year?
No.
When?
2019.
This is 2017, and it's been going on already 3 years. 2014.
Yeah.
14 and 19.
So it's going to take 6 years.
5 to 6 years.
5 to 6 years. Yes.
Jeez. Oh, I'm so sorry. That is awful. But all right. So thank you for your video.
You're welcome.
You want to say anything else?
Also, if you go on YouTube and say poisoned water, you'll get the Nova documentary.
Oh, it comes up on YouTube? Okay. Poison water you put in. And it comes up on the Nova. All right, we are already at 14 minutes. So you want to do deuces, bye, or the dab?
Hasta la vista, baby.
All right, bye.